Hello fellow YouTubers, Bear Prepper here. Today we're going to make food storage chicken enchiladas. So what I have here is I have my canned chicken and I put it in the frying pan with some pepper and salt and a little bit of olive oil and just kind of cooked it up a little bit. Made sure it kind of held its texture together. I have 1/3 cup of dehydrated onions and 1/4 cup of dehydrated green peppers. They have been sitting for 10 minutes in about 1/2 cup of water, maybe a little more. And I'm going to dump that in. Next I have some homegrown oregano. This is my Greek oregano, and I'm going to put about a tablespoon of that in there. I have a cup of freeze-dried cheddar cheese, and I'm going to throw that in there. Now over here on the stove, we have our sauce mixing. On the stove here, I have a whole quart of whole Romas from 2010, which I've smashed. I smashed them all here in the jar. It's a whole lot easier that way. And to that, I've added a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of pepper, and a tablespoon of chili powder. And I'm just letting that cook. That is what's going to give the moisture to inside the chicken enchiladas. So we're just going to let that cook until these tomatoes cook down a little bit. I've probably been cooking this on 7 or 8 medium high for about 5 minutes. And I think it's just a little runny. So I'm going to let it cook another 5 minutes. As you can see, the cheese has already started to rehydrate itself, and I am going to toss in the tomatoes. Scrape all that goodness out of the pan. This is a really quick meal from food storage. I'm going to let this just marinate for like 5 minutes. Get all that cheese rehydrated, and then we'll get started on rolling our enchilada shells. From here, I'm going to add 1 cup of my homemade yogurt. You won't be able to tell the difference in it. Then we're ready to start rolling. Oh, it smells wonderful. I'm not making homemade tortillas tonight, but I do have a video on how to can everything we're using here and how to make homemade tortillas. So you're going to need a slotted spoon for this. I like to leave all the juices in there because I'll put them in the pan afterwards. And you just kind of want to drain off some of the juices so it doesn't make everything a little too soggy. And roll it up. Drop it in your pan, sprayed with your oil in a bottle. Let's go ahead and do another one. You can also buy sour cream powder and use that instead from your food storage. All right, let me get all these rolled out and I'll be back. Once you've got them rolled and your little leftover spooned off on top, I have a recipe that you can find on my YouTube channel for how to make your taco sauce. Take your taco sauce and stir it up before use. And generously pour over other jar. I made this in August of 2011, somewhere around there. Always sniff when you open them. We're going to top it with some more dehydrated cheese. This sauce here will help it rehydrate. And we're going to put it in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. Let it cool for 10 minutes and serve. Okay, it's been resting for 10 minutes. Let's give it a taste. I'm going to take a taste out of the middle. You can put green chilies in this too if you like. That is wonderful. So tender. Lots of meat. Tons of cheese. Yeah, here in Texas, we eat a lot of these kind of meals. Blessings.